All right, let's check out this ad. This is a Serviceman Jaguar. Jaguar or Jazzmaster?
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Sent by. That was bad.
It was really bad. I'm going to put a sound effect of a real Jaguar in there.
You should.
No, I'm not.
That's also going to be bad.
So lazy. I won't do it.
This was sent by Tim Bappelent, a long-time person who listens to this show.
He's been a person for a long time. How long would you say Tim Balint has been a person?
Like 30-something years, I think.
Long-time person. 30 years he's been a person.
So anyway, this is a Serviceman, quote, Fender Jaguar 1966, copy an old school tobacco burst. It's $750 on Reverb. This is, geez, okay, for your consideration. I don't know if I want to, I guess I'm going to read the whole thing. We're going to be here a while.
Hey, man, it's ad week.
Hold on to your butts.
I'm holding it.
A Serviceman guitar, the first of the Fender copies, a 1967 Jaguar, a 75 pickup, Fender USA pickup, last year of the original run, is in the bridge with 78 Bronco wiring. I don't know what any of that means. The original neck has new binding on the bass side and non-original vintage on the treble side.
Non-original vintage?
Yeah. A 90s MIJ Jag bridge has replaced the old one. The guitar has been set up. The neck is shockingly straight. See the pick of the action at the 12th fret. The frets all hold their own in terms of no buzzing, etc., as opposed to having little divots like other vintage necks. I think that's just called like fretwear.
Yeah. Well, if someone changed the binding, I wouldn't be surprised if the frets had been
it says,
redone.
as opposed to having little divots like other vintage necks, these are flattened in places. I should have read the whole sentence.
Oh, okay.
This has occurred over time, so it still remains balanced and plays great for what it is. I've never considered a refret. The remaining mother of pearl markers have been lost somewhere. I'm hoping to find them soon. The volume and tone knobs have been replaced with vintage Jaguar style knobs. The tuners work adequately for messing around the house or jamming.
Oh, house tuners.
Yeah. That's what I have on my guitar. That's why how my demos sound out of tune. They're just house tuners. I do them around the house. But the next step would be to replace them if the guitar doesn't sell this time around. I wouldn't gig seriously with them. The tremolo was working when I had a bar. This has since been sold from a 73 Strat. What? And a replacement is on order. I believe it still works, but since it has not been tested yet, I cannot guarantee that. Why doesn't this guy wait till everything comes in?
I don't know what's going on.
Before he tries to sell this thing. Okay, the backplate is currently not on the guitar. I can't find the original screws. It will obviously be included in the sale. Please specify if you want the dummy plate on with the new screws if I can't find the old ones in the parts drawers. The original pickups do give a signal when touched with the live cord. They were working when I first bought the guitar, but the bridge lost signal after a month or so. That was followed by the neck. I always suspected a combination of cheap parts, a shoddy wiring problem to be the problem. Yeah, that's what that said.
Yeah.
I cut off the pickups, pots, and jacks, left the switches and rollers in the pickguard for show. There's a vacancy in the neck pickup position, but I only play lead pickup guitar, so I have no need to fill it with anything.
Yeah, lead pickup guitar.
It will be easily restored to full Serviceman or Jaguar status, or can be modded a la Sonic Youth. As it is, the guitar is rock solid and ready to rock. This guitar is absolutely in the heavy relic category. You know how we get these reviews on iTunes that complain about how like I sound tired and whatnot?
Yeah.
This is why. The original pickup, pots, etc. are included in the sale. People either love or dismiss these guitars. If you're somewhere in the middle, I respect that, but please don't send me a lowball offer. I'd rather keep it. This is also listed on Feebay. Please check out my feedback rating there. I've been a member for 15 plus years. Described this to the best of my ability. Unless the guitar arrives not fitting this description, this sale is final. Shipping will be a flat rate of $60, not included in the listing price. There is no case, however, it will be packed for war.
What?
I've shipped many guitars from Hawaii without a problem.
So this is in Hawaii. I wonder what island.
I don't know. Can you tell by
Kailua or Ancona? Is what it says Hawaii.
Okay, I was gonna say, can you tell from the picture like which island it is?
No.
From the background.
No. I like the look of a lot of things on this guitar. I really like the pickguard.
Yeah.
I like the light relic on the body. I even like the missing mother pearl fret inlays.
Really?
Is that weird?
That's a little weird.
I kind of like that it's missing that. if this is a playable guitar, I like it.
Okay.
I just really wonder if the price is fair.
Yeah, this is up for.
I mean, it's an old guitar.
Sure.
So it's kind of a deal for an old guitar, but it's a out and out copy. It's who knows if it's actually playable in the same way that an old Fender would be playable.
Right. I have not seen any sort of market spike on Serviceman guitars. So basically, we've talked about this in the past with the Fender, because the Fender is a Serviceman amp.
Right.
And
what Serviceman means is just that it was built for our men overseas,
right? By
like Koreans,
I think most of them were made in the Philippines,
right?
For servicemen that went back, in the Vietnam War era,
right.
and beyond, when we had like a very heavy military presence in the Philippines. So these were kind of being made, and they were like Fender or branded instruments or similar. Actually, it's interesting. All of the Serviceman instruments I've seen have all been
like Fender Knox.
Fender Knox.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the case across the board. In fact, I never really thought about it, but do you remember that weird Les Paulish guitar that I have? I brought it over here one time.
Yeah,
the brand is like,
do you still have
Miltone.
That?
I do. I wonder if that would be considered like a Serviceman, because I know that brand is from the Philippines.
So funky.
I still have that guitar.
I didn't know you still had that.
Yeah.
Where do you keep all these guitars?
I got a closet. I have one closet that's just like, I have two guitars under the bed. I have two guitars next to my bed that are like acoustic guitars.
Uh-huh.
And then most of the rest of my electric guitars are just shoved into a closet. And they're all just standing upright, so they don't take up a lot of space. But yeah, that's where they all are. I don't think this is worth $750 unless there's just been some kind of resurgence. I don't even know how to like track the value on these. The problem is it's old and it's an interesting idea, but I just can't imagine this being like more valuable than much better conditioned, say like Harmony from the same time period.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing hardware wise that perked my ears up was the vintage pickup.
Right.
But then if that's the thing I'm after, I'd much rather just go buy, like an affordable Jaguar and throw that pickup into it and buy the pickup.
Right.
And know that I have two pieces of a puzzle that I could separate again and sell for good money.
I'm sure like if you were just to look for like a 70s Fender Jaguar pickup, it
wouldn't be a lot.
It wouldn't be like $750. It might be like, I don't know, $100 or $150.
Yeah, that was my guess. I have no idea for sure, but I think it would be more worthwhile and less of a gamble playability wise. Like this thing is a gamble playability wise. I'm looking at it like, yeah, it looks cool. And I think it says something that it's been well played.
Yeah.
Like it suffered a lot of playing damage.
But then it's also like in Hawaii, so
yeah, this thing could have
dealing
been
with like humidity damage.
This thing could have been like hanging on the wall facing the ocean, and the rain comes in and gets it wet every day.
When it's talking about the back plate issues, like what they're talking about is the neck plate.
Right.
You look at the back of the guitar and there's no neck plate on it because apparently they took the neck plate off and lost those screws. So they just dropped 4 more. Like those look like machine screws.
It looks really rough. I'll say that.
Yeah. And the guy's just like, oh, maybe I got them in a drawer somewhere. I don't know.
This is the sort of thing where if it was local, I might go check it out just to check it out. I might. Like, can I just come over and see it and touch it? Because I'd want to know, like, does this thing play well?
Yeah.
I mean, if it plays well, then I might try to, haggle with them a bit. Like, figure out the value of that pickup. Figure out if it actually passes signal. And then haggle starting there. because I don't think the guitar is like, if this was a completely clean representation of a Serviceman guitar,
I found a much cleaner looking Serviceman guitar on eBay that they're asking $1,200 for.
Much cleaner or like new?
Well, it has
condition?
two pickups.
If it doesn't look like it was rotting in a swamp for a decade, then it's worth its money versus this.
But like, okay, so like, check out, those are the tuners you're gonna get.
Yeah,
but like, you can go through the pictures.
The paint's a little rough on this,
but it's not as rough as this.
It
thing.
looks way cleaner. Yeah, way better. From the front, I would be like, "Oh, that's a Jaguar," and then you see the back of the headstock, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah." You're like, "What's going on here?"
It's that 6 in the line tuner setup where they're all connected on the same metal plate.
Yeah.
Like Fender's never used that, and there's a little bit of something about it that feels off, but it's hard to explain what it is. It's the knobs. The knobs feel really off.
I didn't look that closely at it.
Like, look how small the knobs are in that control plate.
Ah, yes.
That just feels off, and I'm not seeing. Maybe the knobs are just small there because I'm not.
No,
seeing
he said that
knobs
he replaced the knobs on that one.
So yeah, 750 is way too much. I think maybe not way too much. Like, if you get it in your hands, you play it in person, and it legitimately plays well. I feel like I might go 400 on this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe.
But I'd have to really want it. And I'd need to hear a cool story about it. Like, how did it get here?
You just want to be like,
who's the guy who bought it? I want to hear the story.
You're going to go over there and you'll be like, hey, tell me a cool story, bro.
But like, I do like that pick guard. I do like the finish and the wear on the finish. And I like some of the other relic to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a cool thing going on aesthetically. You know? I don't hate it. All right. Thanks for listening. This has been Wednesday?
Wednesday of Ad Week.
All right. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.